15h à 18h sur 106.8 FM. Audace Sport Magazine, le baromètre de l'actualité sportive, tous les dimanches de 15h à 18h.
Healthy Sunday greetings to you all faithful listeners of Radio Audace. Welcome to joining us on today's edition of the program, Audace Sport Magazine. On today's edition of the program, we shall be revisiting the Mount Cameroon support, which was, of course, on the 29th edition in the town of Boya, the town of London Hospitality. We shall also be revisiting those big stories that animated the week, particularly the game at home, pitting the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon and against the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Oh yes, the indomitable Lioness of Cameroon have arrived Abuja some few hours ago ahead of their return game bid for this morning, February 26 in Abuja. We shall not equally fail in today's edition to make a retrospective look on the very first edition of the Athletics, the National Athletic Forum, which of course took place in Yaoundé. That was within the week. Advanced Day 13 matches of the Guinness Super League were played yesterday. We shall be talking about that while making projection for the games ongoing as far as Day 17 in the Elite One Championship are concerned. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Henry Wana, the anchor in Douala, technically assisted by Frank Mona. But of course, aside all of that, we shall also be having beautiful music that will be given you in today's edition of the program. Now, the Indomitable Lioness of Cameroon, as our very first story, had to play their first game or their away clash with the Super Falcons of Nigeria. That was at the Bepanda Omi Sports Stadium, and the game ended virgin. That is Cameroon 0, Nigeria 0. Ahead of that game of the return leg, which of course is built for February 26th. That will be tomorrow Monday in Abuja. Many are hoping that the girls of coach Jean-Baptiste Bissek are going to pick up a win. Though many left the stadium dissatisfied. But then, coach Jean-Baptiste Bissek is very optimistic that his girls can do something better off in Abuja. Well, let's wait and see what Monday holds for them. Let's turn to the coach of Nigeria to tell us just how satisfied he was at the end of that game of last night.
The question is, what is your appraisal after playing 90 minutes without?
What's my assessment?
What's your assessment?
My assessment after 90? You know, obviously it probably was a good match for the fans to see, because I thought you had two very good sides out there. I felt like at times in the first half we were a little sluggish. We just looked a little slow. I thought early in the second half the intensity and the speed of our play was better. They had some good early chances. I felt like that, it could have put us in a bad position. But as the game went on, we missed a couple of good chances. And so I guess what I would say is I was pleased with the performance on the road, especially against a very good team. I would have liked to have finished a couple of the opportunities, because I think the type of chances that we had, I felt were better than the type chances that they had. And they had chances, so I don't mean it like they didn't. But I felt like the breakaways and a couple of crosses, we were just just, a tad off from getting. So a little disappointed that we actually didn't get the result completely, but we are comfortable that we didn't lose away, which is the objective, and it gave us a chance to look at some of our players and the formation that we'll review for the next match. But overall, I think you have to come away pleased to not lose on the first leg.
Okay, Lilia Clegg, Africa correspondent of News Voice. My question goes to Ashley. I want to know, Ashley. I want to know how do you see the Cameroonian team entirely? I mean the girls, and we have never played with Cameroon for a competition. So were you expecting this team to be very relevant? That's my question.
Yeah, we played Cameroon a couple of years ago in AUCUN, and we know there's a type of rivalry for us against them anyway, and we know that they have a lot to play for, and I think they probably felt a little bit hard into when we beat them and qualified for the World Cup. But yeah, no, I thought we knew they would come out performing well. They have, like I said, a lot to prove, and being in the home country and playing against a team like us, obviously we've played well recently, and they want to almost like prove themselves against us, and I think, like Randy said, I think both teams had good chances, and both teams had spells of a good play. In the end, I'd probably say it's pretty much a fair result. I do think like Randy said, I do think we had probably better chances, but considering we've come here, not been here for very long and performed, and at the end of the day we didn't want to come here and lose, so we get to go home now and play in front of our fans and hopefully get a result.
Good evening, Coach. Good evening, Ashley. Coach, you played this way.
Okay.
Yeah, the guy from Niger. This way. Okay, Coach, you played against a team of Cameroon that at least 70% are still new in the squad. They are less than 4 years in the squad. How do you look at this generation of Cameroon?
No, I think they're a good side. As I said the other day in the press conference before the game, I have a lot of respect for Cameroon, and we know the quality of the players. And nothing's changed after the match today. I feel very strongly that they're a quality side, and we know on any day we have to play or else they'll get the result. So nothing has changed. I can't. I mean, I know their squad, but like every country, players are in and out of camp, and sometimes you have players available to you, and sometimes you don't, and you have to play with what you have. And I thought they played a good match tonight, so I have much respect for them.
Thank you. My question goes to Ashley. Thank you for coming, first of all. Emmanuel Mahop, what is your real position in the field, left or right back? Thank you.
I guess wherever I'm put. I guess at my club, I play centre back. With the national team, I'm normally playing as left back. At the end of the day, I go wherever I'm needed. I guess I just adapt my game, and at the end of the day, I just want to help the team. I know it's cliche, but help the team wherever I can. And if it means right back, then right back. If it means left back, it means whatever. And I'll just do my best. But at the end of the day, when you play for the national team, the privilege is to be on the field representing the team, so it doesn't matter where I'm playing.
Good evening, Coach. Oni Ladonet Ondesa, journalist at STV. Well, my question is, you did quite a lot of changes, removed really key players, Azizat and the rest. Was it in a case where you wanted to rest them for the next game in Abuja, or it was a case where they were not up to standards for you in today's game? And to you, Ashley, welcome back. It's been long. You've not been with the squad, and you're back. What are the team's personal objectives at this moment? Is it, the concentration? Is it to get the Olympics tickets? How is it like in camp?
I think to your question for me, the changes were more from a sports science loading situation. I mean, many of our players have traveled from far distances to come here, so we have to be aware of the physical toll of travel and You know, and then to get into Nigeria and then to get on a flight and come here again, you know, we have to make sure we manage their physical loads. So the changes I made today were more from that than anything, the physical loads. It wasn't performance-based. It was, we knew some of the players with what they had come off of with their clubs back home, where they were physically, we knew some of them could only go a certain amount of minutes. So that's why the changes. Thank you.
Yeah, in regards to the question you asked to me, yeah, again, I guess it's a cliche answer, but we are just very much focused on game by game. Obviously, the aim is to qualify for the Olympics. We haven't been in the Olympics for I don't know how long. So we don't look past the games we have now. Obviously, there's more qualifying games coming up in April, but the focus is now Cameroon. We respect them. Obviously, putting a performance out like they did today and getting a draw is good, and one that, you know, we're not going to drop our heads about. We have high standards of ourselves. Obviously, we come out here to try and win all the time, but we take this result into the next game and hopefully come out with a win and go on to the next round. But ultimately, it's just game by game.
And of course, they're talking about the game beating the Super Falcons of Nigeria against the Indomitable Lioness of Cameroon. The retelling match is built for February 26th. That will be tomorrow morning in Abuja. And of course, we shall be keeping you close just to let you all know that the girls of Jean-Baptiste Bissek some few hours ago arrived Abuja ahead of the game of tomorrow. They arrived Abuja to get acclimatized few hours to their clash, their do-or-die clash tomorrow after a virgin scoreline in Cameroon. And of course, we're hoping that the girls of coach Jean-Baptiste Bissek are going to triumph in tomorrow's game. Now, we sampled the views of some pressmen and women after the game of on Friday to get to understand just how satisfied they were. Looking at the game of the performance of the girls of Jean-Baptiste Bissek. Take a listen to them.
It was a good game. Many were not expecting the scores. Many were expecting a team Nigeria to dominate the Indomitable Lionesses of Cameroon. You know, as the coach did mention, we had 5 local players that were in the starting 11, and just to let you know that many 70% of our players today they are less than 4 years in the team. So it's a team that we are building, because when you look around, we have only less than 5 old players that are around. So we have to give them credit and we have to encourage this team, because it's a young team.
I look at the Indomitable Lionesses as a young team. I think that a 0-0 draw is not a bad thing, even though a win would have been preferable because they are playing on home turf. Going to Nigeria, it's another side, and they are definitely going to have the crowd. I'm sure they're going to have the crowd behind them. So overall, I think I see growth in the Indomitable Lionesses. Not winning is actually not good. Looking at the fact that we're playing against Nigeria, going back to Abuja may be dangerous for us.
Knowing the fact that the coach Bissek told us here at the press conference that actually we are not playing with Nigeria, like we are facing somebody very powerful. Nigeria and Cameroon, we have the same level. We have the same level. So our team just has to play their game and put a very good performance from the beginning of the match, because if they are hoping that at the end of the game they are going to score a goal, it will be very difficult. If they want to win the game, they have to wait 45 minutes before they go to halftime.
Very important there. Now let's talk about the Guinness Super League, whereby we had the 13 advanced matches played yesterday. We had a Dingfi that were being defeated by Amazon FAP 3-1. Love Me Improved and Itabong of Bamenda separated on the 1-1 scoreline. Here in Douala, Kaimanfi used her home advantage to humiliate RS Fortuna by 3-0. And of course, on Wednesday, February 28th, we shall be having a Akla Eclat du Sahel to face Authentic of Douala. That will be at 3 p.m. At 1 p.m. at Stade Militaire d'Ungwainkelem. That will be in Yaoundé. AFC Bolova shall lock on with Jaspo at 3 p.m. in the same soccer arena. And of course, at 3 p.m. At Stade Annex Omisport of Yaoundé, we shall be in AS Awam against Lekefi of Yaoundé. Now, at the end of the game, Kamafi of Douala and AS Fortuna will sample the views of the actors here in Douala, get their reactions.
Alors, aujourd'hui, on arrive à Douala, une défaite. Quel est le sentiment?
Sentiment de déception, simplement. Sentiment de déception. On n'a pas eu un Fortuna de grand jour. Il faut le dire, la ville de Douala ne nous a pas souri aujourd'hui. Mais il va falloir rapidement faire un cap sur cette rencontre et se projeter sur la 14e journée. Voilà.
Vous pourrez dire qu'est-ce qui aurait manqué sexuellement sur le terrain?
Peut-être un peu plus de fighting spirit. Je dirais justement l'état d'esprit nous a manqué beaucoup plus aujourd'hui. Après, on a eu un Caïman de grand jour qui a développé mieux que nous, qui s'est imposé sur son aire de jeu. Et voilà.
Là, vous avez joué votre ancienne équipe.
Salut, je suis Samantha Difo, joueuse de Caïman, fille de Douala, Woman of Guinée-Siko.
Alors, comment se sent après avoir remporté ce titre?
Déjà, je suis très émue. Et c'est ce sentiment qui ne peut que m'animer, vu qu'après une victoire, on est toujours en joie.
Et sur cette rencontre, comment est-ce que vous avez vécu?
Pour ma part, la première mi-temps, j'ai eu une première mi-temps très timide. Mais après les conseils des coachs et des coéquipiers au vestiaire, je me suis dit, tiens, voilà, je dois jouer mon rôle d'attaquante, je me dois de marquer les buts. Et à la deuxième mi-temps, j'ai repris courage et j'ai mis les ballons dans le filet.
D'accord. Est-ce qu'en venant aujourd'hui, vous vous disiez déjà que vous alliez être Woman of Guinée-Siko?
Sinon, j'avais
Guinée-Siko avec Caïman?
Oui. Sinon, j'avais ce petit sentiment, mais le football est ce qu'il est.
Forme la phrase,
sinon, j'avais ce petit sentiment.
Quand je venais aujourd'hui, j'avais ce petit sentiment d'être la Woman of Guinée-Siko. Mais maintenant, il me fallait réaliser. Parce qu'on ne pense pas seulement. Lorsqu'on pense, il faut aussi réaliser cela. Alors, parlez-nous de
very important that let's now talk athleticism, whereby is tough indoor tournament in Berlin, that is in Germany. Our Cameroonian brother Emmanuel Esseme Alobwede wins the men's 60-meter final. The fastest man in Cameroon sets a new national record at 6.55 seconds on the 60-meter course. Third time he is setting a new indoor record this season. Congratulations to you, Esseme Emmanuel Alobwede. Now, we come back to talk about football. Well, I want to give you, take a retrospective look as far as the 16 matches were concerned in the MTN Elite One Championship played within the week. We had 9 games. We had 7 wins, 2 draws, and 2 away wins. That is Gazelle and Aigle Royal of the Menua. 5 home wins. That is Union, Canon, Column of the Ja Elobom, UMS of Luman, Fifth Azum. In Group A, we had 3 wins at home, 2 wins away, 0 draw. In Group B, we had 2 wins at home, 0 win away, and 2 draw. That is 16 goals were being scored, 10 goals scored at home. And of course, Group A, we have -7, Group B -3, 6 goals scored away. We have Group A -5, Group B -1, 10 goals for the first half. Now, let's look at the break records in 15 minutes. Better still, let's look at Stade of Melong. That team is a team to qualify for the playoffs. The very first team, that is Stade of Melong, is the very first team to qualify for the playoff this time around. A firm grip on top spot in Group B with 27 points, creating a 4-point gap with Kotasboro Garwa with 2 goals to spare. Egli of the Menua moves into 3rd spot. Group A, the most informed side in the league in the last 8 games, 7 wins and 1 defeat. Canon of Yaoundé takes the lead in Group A with 27 points, 1 point more than second place Dinamo of Douala. Jules Amand Kao is joint top scorer G Richmond with 12 goals so far. Now G Richmond of Victoria United and Jules Amand of Astor of Douala are counting 12 goals each. Now, 6 clean sheets recorded, 4 penalties scored, and 3 red cards. In total, we have had 302 goals scored already. Now, let's look at the pairings so far as the result we're concerned in day 16. Before I tell you about the 17, which of course is ongoing instead across the national territory, we had in Group A, Gazelle FA that defeated Air Ice Fortuna by 2 goals to nothing. we equally had Union Sportive of Douala that defeated sister side Astro of Douala by 2-1. We had Pete Tonto de Bamenda that were being defeated by Egle Wild the Menua by 1-0. Canon of Yaoundé humiliated Bambutus of Buddha 3-0. Column of the Jai Lobo defeated Dinamo of Douala by 2-1. In Pool B, that is Group B as well, UMS of Flume defeated Victoria United by 1-0. Fufuro Bahama and Stadron of Melon separated on 1-1 scoreline. Apejas of Fu and Avion Academy separated on a virgin scoreline. Fifth Azo defeated Young Sport Academy by 1-0. Now, we are going to be moving over to the Athletics Forum that animated the week, the very first Athletics Forum that animated the week. And of course, it was chaired by the president of National Athletics and Olympic Committee, Colonel Kakaba Mabumi in Yaoundé. Now, it was the very first time such a forum is coming up, and this was in prelude to the upcoming Olympic Games to be staged in France later this year, to help the athletes, educate them that when you get into this competition, it's not good for you to disappear into thin air. You remember very well here that most athletes, whenever they travel to Cameroon, they never want to come back home. Most of them disappear after arriving their host nation 2 to 3 days after. So this forum was just to galvanize the team, galvanize the athletes, encouraging them not to disappear. It's better for them to discuss with their officials that you want to do 1 or 2 things in France rather than disappearing in thin air and creating panic in the delegation of Cameroon. Now, let's get the actors react at the end of that forum.
Merci. Les différents thèmes qui ont d'abord été débattus tournaient autour de la fuite des athlètes, ce qui est un véritable problème pour les athlètes du Cameroun. Donc il a été donc recommandé à ces athlètes-là de pouvoir se rapprocher de l'administration pendant les voyages et exprimer leurs besoins ou bien leur envie de rester dans le pays d'accueil de la compétition. Donc ce sont ces recommandations-là qui ont tourné autour de tout ce forum, ce qui a permis à certains athlètes de prendre conscience des dangers et des conséquences de la fuite pendant les compétitions sportives. Donc, nous espérons que les prochaines compétitions feront en sorte que nous ayons plus de ces incidents-là.
I came personally to be present at the end of this forum because I wanted to have directly the needs of the athletes. So they express their needs in 3 directions. First of all, they mentioned their rights as an athlete, high-level athletes, and then they mentioned their duties, and also they discussed the issue about the athlete who was often leaving our team when we are at the international competition abroad. So I have understood the request, and I think we need to get all the proposals that they made. We must analyze our own proposals. We have here with me the director of competition and the follow-up of the athletes. And then after that, certainly we will get in touch with the Ministry of Sport and Physical Education, and together to find the right solution, what could be possible for reaching the expectation of our athletes. This is something very important. And I mentioned also something that we need to be careful on. This is a harassment because we have female athletes, we have men athletes, male athletes, and
And of course, ladies and gentlemen, perhaps you're just joining us. You're live on your program, Audace Sport Magazine this Sunday. And of course, we try to blend sport and music, for of course, they are both unifying factors that cannot be eliminated in our society, or in a society where it's troubled by so many factors. Now, we are going to take a little bite of music, Eme Esaka. When we come back, we shall be going back to Boya to relive the moment of the 29th edition of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope. It's true, Elvis Nsabila triumphed the race, but taking back home 10 million francs. Enjoy this piece on the radio. Let's go.
Pondanatano na bene moni Wanduta obele mbana sheri koko monini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo Pondanata nona bene moni yate Wanduta obele mbana sheri koko monini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo Pondanata nona bene moni Wanduta obele mbana sheri koko monini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo Pondanata nona bene moni Wanduta obele mbana sheri koko monini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo
Lolo ni compliqué Nasibinje na volane no more
Onini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo
Lolo ni compliqué Nasibinje na volane no more
Onini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo Tu m'avais promis de m'aimer, tu m'avais promis de m'adorer, tu m'avais promis de me chouchouter. Tu m'avais promis de m'aimer, tu m'avais promis de m'adorer, tu m'avais promis de me chouchouter.
Lolo ni compliqué Nasibinje na volane no more
Onini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo
Lolo ni compliqué Nasibinje na volane no more
Onini wenge na ibempe umati ande mbandolo Ndolo 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 Waponde wimba mese
Dans un stade de football, les supporters rivalisent, s'affrontent, mais une chose les unit tous, leur amour pour une bière exceptionnelle. Que vous soyez fou de l'ambiance ou fan du spectacle, rejoignez-nous pour célébrer la passion du football autour d'une délicieuse 33 Export. Avec 33 Export, on gagne ou on gagne. 33 Export, supporter numéro 1 du football. Boisson du Cameroun.
Tes postes t'empêchent de changer de téléphone? Démarre l'année en force avec MTN Carry Go. Choisis ton téléphone et paye à ton rythme. Compose étoile 189 dièse pour vérifier si tu es éligible. Ensuite, rendez-vous dans ton agence MTN pour en profiter. Alors, on fait quoi aujourd'hui?
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You are still live on your program, Audace Sport Magazine, this Sunday, February 25, rather, 2024. Now, we told you before that musical piece from May Saka, talking about Ndolo Compliqué, why love is so cruel, why love is so unfair. Ponda natana na bene money. That's when you call me Cherie. Money finishes and you disappear in thin air. That's life, my friend. All right, let's talk about the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope. They just ended yearly tournament whereby former 2022 Mount Cameroon Race of Hope winner Nsabila Enris was crowned winner of the 29th edition of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope held in Boya, capital city of the Southwest region, on February 24. Now, Sabila, in a dramatic scenario, outsmarted Amadou Abdul some 50 meters to the finish line at the Moliko Misport Stadium within a time frame of 4 hours 47 minutes. On second and third positions were Amadou Abdul, who combat the Child of the God within 4 hours 47 seconds, and of course Sadu Nuhu, who did the race in 4 hours 49 seconds. The first time Sabila finished among the top 3 of the race was in 2020. He came on third spot behind Godlos Gapsibwin and Simplice Ndunge. He was dumped out of the top 3 in 2021, but returned to be crowned champion in 2022. In 2023, during the 50th anniversary of the race, Elvis failed to make it to the podium. Elvis Nsabila, who hails from Donga Mountain Division, crushed Kenyan athletes William Choibe, Ruto, and Amadou Abdul to claim the trophy. He wins the sum of 10 million francs alongside some valuable products. In the senior women's category, Adamo Irene emerged overall winner in 5 hours 36 seconds, followed by Tom Marina with 5 hours 39 seconds on the second position, and Galim Lizette on third spot with 5 hours 52 seconds. While the men's relay category, Fabs Tra of Cornelius Menta, Adamu Show Boy, and Adamu Ibrahim finished gold medalists. The junior ladies category saw the award of gold medal to Seva Telma, Layu Nancy won silver, and Ellen Chopokchi in bronze. With fashion display being a site of attraction, Abigail Fondop emerged as the 2024 Miss Mount Cameroon Race of Hope. The 29th edition of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope saw the participation of more than 600 athletes from Costa Rica, Chad, Kenya, Ethiopia, Tunisia, France, and Cameroon. In all, 11 countries participated in the athletics jamboree. The youngest athlete was of age 8 years and 3 months. Let's take a listen to President Motombi Emmanuel Mbome, the Boya Boy.
Somebody from his or her house to come out for an event, we are peaceful. You know, we have a slogan, let's give peace a chance. We know we are suffering from security challenges and we can't hide it. We need peace to live better. We are living in a context where some people at times get frightened to step out of their homes. But you know, with peace, everything comes to your advantage. Our Lord Jesus Christ himself said his peace, he lives with us. He gave us his peace, and I think as the youth of this nation, we need to embrace peace for things to move in our favor. If we don't have peace, things will never move in our favor. And I think we need to pray for peace to return as we had in the yesteryears.
All right. Any limitation in championing the advocacy for peace back in the Southwest region? Any limitation in the race?
Well, I think the message has been passed. Let's give peace a chance. If we give peace a chance, we have the opportunity to exploit our talents the way we can. But without peace, we cannot get to what we think our talents give us. We need peace to excel. We need peace to achieve. We need peace to deliver goods. We need peace to get results. So peace is the watchword, and if we embark on peace, I think we shall not regret being the youth of today.
Mr. Mutombi Mbome Emmanuel, Cameroon's president of the Athletics Federation, talking them after the race of yesterday, which before the race, many were surprised, were eyeing that there was going to be a ghost town as perpetrated by those who are on the separatists or the non-state armed groups who had announced a ghost town in the town of Boya, just to discourage visitors to leave the life suspense on the flare on how the race has always been producing in Boya, which of course comes just once every year. Now, Mr. Motobimbome calling for peace to return, using the athletics and of course the mountain race to preach peace in the town of Boya, which of course is very important. Now, one of the shocking revelations, one of the shocking things that happened yesterday was the demise of a Kenyan athlete in Boya after the race, after he had the opportunity to go up the summit and come down to Moliko. Now, it was very shocking as 36-year-old Kenyan athlete by name Charles Kipsang, a participant at the 29th edition of the Mount Cameroon Race of Hope, collapsed and died of heart attack. Information gathered holds that Kipsang was transported to the Boya Regional Hospital where he gave up the ghost, despite numerous efforts to reanimate him at the Moliko Municipal Stadium field. Present at the Boya Regional Hospital was the Southwest Region First Sportsman Governor Bernard Tukala Bilai to assess the situation. The athlete, though looking exhausted after crossing the finish line, showed no sign of ill health. Charles Kipsang becomes the second Kenyan athlete to have died within a short time frame. In short, it should be recorded that Kenyan men's world marathon recorder Kipton died while driving on the night of February 11 after his car veered off the road into a ditch and then hit a large tree. As revealed by Kenyan media, he and his trainer Hakizimna all died instantly. Another passenger, Sharon Gusi, was injured in the crash. Take a listen to Bernard Tukala Bilai, Southwest Governor, in the following voice clip.
The athlete who was at his fourth participation at this race was leading the race since the beginning. He was the first in the convoy during the departure and when they were coming back from the mountain. So at, let's say, 15 or 20 minutes from the arrival, he had a malaise. He did not feel well and he stopped the race. He took some time and continued the race despite all what the technicians were telling him to go into the ambulance. He came 16. He reported to the official at the arrival. So apparently there was no problem. And as he was leading the race, the NOUS, the media were reporting that he's the first one. We were expecting him to be the first. And as we didn't see him at the arrival, we asked him, where is the Kenyan athlete who was the first? It is then that he himself came after a pause, as I said, after the malaise he has. And he reported that he was 16. When he was going to collect his own price, he just fall down, collapse. They carried him to the regional hospital. When they arrived at the hospital, he already passed away.
Audace Sport Magazine.
At some 39 minutes gone past the hour of 4 p.m., ladies and gentlemen, we are going to relive the moment where Fevrier trashed Young Sport Academy by 1-0 on March the 16th. I shall see you all shortly after that.
We are back for the second segment of this encounter, and this is the time we have to assess coaches' halftime team talk, courtesy of players' manifestation of the tactical dispositions put in place. Young Sports Academy has already gone for a first change as Y Cedric has been brought off, and Mujibu, the man running for the ball now, has been brought on. First touch is a killer touch. He sets up Chindo, who strikes, but then a fine block there to prevent Young Sports from calling back one early. A cross in again. Chindo with the header. He misses it. And there is a clearance of the area there by Atangana. Hamza Hamid. Selling for groups. Motor who does that call me when they ask her? It is quite a heated first minute of this second half, which tells how important it is for both sides, because a win for Fevrier places them well on the playoff spot. Dennis Cheche running through. He sends a cross in. Before getting his foot to the ball, Sally Eric had his flag up already, and referee Zimoya resonated with an offside call there for Dennis Cheche. Goalkeeper Russell Berry takes his time to get the ball to take that set piece for the Fireboys. Atiga Robert Nyenge is the man on set piece duty. Atiga Robert goes for a long one up front. Deflection there by Jules de Bonnet. His attacking partner, Kameni Klot, resonates with a shot, but side netting was the only target. Atangche Lovet. Silus Mungala. Long ball up front. Fang Enjebet goes for the header. He's overpowered. Clearance of the area there by Chachu, the man who has been leading Fevrier defense since from the start of this encounter. And as the scoreboard reads 1 Fevrier 0 Young Sports Academy, it tells they have been doing the job perfectly from onset. But now they have the last segment of this game to tell a story of what they've done so far in the encounter. Chindo mounted pressure on Atiga, who got that one off the field. Mujibu. Chindo sends a cross through. Goalkeeper Russell Berry gets his save in his arms. And I think he starts off with his fullback, who is dispossessed by Jibero. On attempt to send a cross in, got the pass miscalculated, and the academicians have to search again as Fevrier have a 5.5 meter kick. The Fireboys are still burning hot because they lit the fire very early in the first half, and the academicians are still waiting for that moment when the fire rescue will come to quench the Fireboys. And that can only happen when an equalizer is gotten by the academicians. Chindo. Clearance of the area there by Besala. It's a tough one there. There is Hamza. 1 Fevrier 0 Young Sports Academy. Atangche Lovet at the defending end. He plays with Silus Mungala, who struggles to put the ball in play, but it goes out of the field of play. Sideways. That's quite a dangerous one there again from Fevrier. I think seeing what Jules de Bonnet did in the first half, the Young Sport defense don't need to let him loose again in the second half. We just saw him power in a shot there, though he didn't meet target, but letting him loose can see him fire on and on again. Frank Engelbert sorting for Mujibu, meets an interception, and that's a throw in for the academicians. Hamza pass through. Engelbert pressing on. Ibrahim. Pressure there on the Fireboys. Hamza up for the recovery. On attempt to send a cross there, meets the foot of Mesomo Nga. Frankie Dribbling through. Great turn there from Frankie. Struggles to send across. It is still in play. Dennis Cheche. He's fouled, and it is a set piece there for the academicians. Fang Engelbert, the man who is about to take that set piece for Young Sports Academy. Last time he was on a set piece at the Buddha Municipal Arena, it was a header of Jibero Jurel that resonated to a goal. This afternoon that might happen again. But he has a two-man wall of the Fireboys and a stacked box. But that was what happened in Buddha. Kande replicates, cross in, clearance header there by Atiga, who was the first man that reacted to that dangerous cross from Fang Engelbert. Corner for the academicians. Chindo, John Bosco, set piece merchant, has the ball. The corner spot, stack box, corner in, powered out by Mesomunga. Dennis Cheche. Frankie salvages the academicians of that attacking threat. Very composed. They call the Foot de Brasseries prodigy. And he gets that one off the attacking end for Young Sports. Chindo with the lines breaking pass. What a fine turn there from Fang Engelbert. Frankie return to that foul on Fang Engelbert. I mean, that turn from Engelbert was quite elite, and any defender at that point will have no option but to go for an infringement to stop that danger. The scoreboard still reads 1-4 Vazoo 0 Young Sports Academy. Chindo and Fang on the ball. Who is going to take that set piece? Fang Engelbert sets up a cross. That was almost an equalizer there, but then Silus Mungala was caught on offside duty, even though his attempt wasn't on target. The search continues for the academicians. The equalizer yet to come. The lead still contained by the Fireboys, who are still at the attacking end. Jose Bonnet running through. Didn't meet that pass from Matangana. Binto starts off with Amit Hamza. Hamza for Chindo. Chindo makes the turn. Shots for Mujibu. Mujibu scored on offside duty. Fevrier about to make a double substitution. About to be brought on.
A double substitution for the Fireboys. Player number 10 comes in for player number 20. Well, it's day 16th of the MTN Elite 1 Championship, and Fevrier Elite is hosting Young Sports Academy at the Olympia Next Stadium in Yaoundé. The scoreboard reads Fevrier 1, Young Sports Academy 0.
Ginto Chinda coming on there for Macbeth Atangana. He's had his assignment done, and now Ginto is the man to continue from where he stopped. Hamza with the clearance for the academicians. Jibero going up front. He sets up Fang Ejebet, who gets the ball in control so beautifully and perfectly. He sends a long shot through, but it goes into the safe arms of goalkeeper Berry. Long ball out by goalkeeper Berry. Hamza clears the area, and that danger is contained. That was a double substitution for the Fire Boys. The first man who came off was Mesomoga, who was replaced by Hamadou Abdul. Let's see what these jokers thrown in at the moment by coach and he said Kum are going to do in respect to this encounter. But then they are the leaders this afternoon, and should the scoreboard not change its readings, then it will be a perfect job for the gaffer. First touch for Ginto Chinda as he's come on. That definitely tells that he's come on for the job and he's doing the job. Atangche Lovett. Amit Hamza. Hamza with the lines breaking pass intercepted there by Captain Ibrahim. Fine header by Silus Mungala. Mungala again for the academicians. He struggles to find Frankie, but is dispossessed. Running through is Jules the Bonnet. Jules the Bonnet calls on his attacking partner, attempts to make the run. Silus Mungala is displaced there. Sage Frank to the rescue. Plays with goalkeeper Alvin Binto. Hamza clears the area. He had Mujibu to his right. A pass would have been better, but then salvaging them of that attacking threat is better than any situation at that moment.
Yes, of course.
Jules the Bonnet again. That was a great interception there from Silus Mungala, because Jules the Bonnet to his right had Kevin Claude, the man who scored the opener for Fevrier in this encounter. And should this encounter end as it is, then it will be his name on the heroic books. But then they have a resilient Young Sports Academy side to fight to contain the lead against, and Young Sports Academy are still searching for that equalizer. Boris Chachu has been a fine defender, doing his job so perfectly for Coach Aniset Kum. He's intercepted several attacking threats by the academicians. He's made several blocks. He's won several aerial duels. And up till this moment, he is still that staunch defender who is standing the test of time. And Fevrier definitely are relying on him, and he's living up to expectations.
I think Young Sports Academy has to stop using long air balls, because you see, we are playing against a very robust Fevrier side. Their defenders are really, really huge. It's a problem for our attacking goal. Frank Enjebel and Chindo John Bosco to actually win these duels in the air. It's preferable the midfield serves them the ball. I think they can shield the ball easily and make good use of it. Fouls against Fevrier. Anie Binto is ushering his mates to move up front. That's a Atangche Lovett. Silus Mungala. Tussle between Mujibu and that Fevrier man. Young Sports Academy still in control. And that was a loose pass from Frank Sage towards Dennis Che. That's a throw in for Fevrier. Long one intercepted by Silas. Atanche comes to the rescue. Plays a rare one to goalkeeper Anye. Raman Mujibu misuses that pass, and there's a throw in against his team. Quickly taken. Version 1 by Young Sports Academy. Yosa from the midfield. Frank Tago plays a long one. Chindo John Bosco tries to link up with Frankie, who missed his foot. Frankie disposes once more. Solid from Silas.
I think in the early minutes of this encounter, while commenting on the person of Silas Mungala, I mentioned that he's one of those defenders whom to take on one-on-one actions is difficult for any attacker. And we've seen Claude Kevin here facing difficulties despite mesmerizing footwork and all sorts of runs, but then he could not dribble past Silas Mungala. So Silas Mungala again salvaging attacking threat from the Fevrier end. I think the ref has to understand that the adrenaline levels are high here, and the young sports players will not spare any second to let play slip, because they are still searching for that moment when the game will restore or return to parity. And until they get it, or even return to be winners this afternoon, they will not rest. Fevrier 1-0 Young Sports Academy. The search continues, the defense also continues.
Talking about adrenaline levels, I think this is the game because both teams are still fighting for a playoff spot. You know, being on same points with goal differences in favor of Young Sports Academy. Fevrier leaving this pitch today with these 3 points, it's going to be massive for them. So Young Sports Academy has to try to return to parity first before we can start talking about taking the 3 points.
Looking at the back area of Young Sports goal, you can actually see Junior Ngimbat warming up. He's been one of the finest young sports players this season, though starting from the bench today. If Coach Dikumis asked him to warm up, then that will be the joker for the day. He can change the fate of a game in any second. And having seen him warm up, the fans might be hoping that the deadlock breaker for the academicians is coming soon. Mujibu running through at the right flank there. The ball to his feet. Now he has Ibrahim to beat. He sets up Frankie, who is making a run in the box. Frankie still for Mujibu. Mujibu struggling to make that pass. He sets up Hamza, who strikes. Goalkeeper Berry dived through, but that shot wasn't even on target. But it was a fine attempt, well registered.
Yes, Greenberg Jr. warming up could be the key to unlock the situation in this field today. You know, we've not had most of these dead passes. We've been accustomed to see him send day after day. You know, he's been quite important in that Yosa midfield ever since his debut against Kotong Sport in Garoua.
That's true. And for Coach Anisette Kung, I also see Boyomo Pierre warming up. That might also be his third joker of the day. Both gaffers are looking through their notebooks, trying to see the tactics and changes they can make to ascertain their positive results this afternoon. But as it stands, Anisette Kung is leading. Ndikum is searching for that equalizer. Mujibu running through. He sets up Fangejebet. That was a ball handled in the box there, but the referee waved away. Fang Engelbert got the touch on that ball. Atiga handled the ball. But the referee waved that action away. I must say, Mujibu, since he made his debut for Young Sports Academy, he's been that player one can actually call the revelation of the season. Coming on against Young Cotton Sports, last time out for the academicians, he was the one who was fouled before Fang Engelbert set up Jibero Jurel's winner from a fine set piece. And since coming on this afternoon, he's been a danger to the defense of the Fireboys. And I must say, he is great hope to the Young Sports side, and anytime he has the ball to his feet, he can cause danger.
Yeah, Mujibu Rahman is that trickster. His pace and his tricks can never go unnoticed. You know, even in a game where he doesn't assist or score, he's always that man trying to break that defense and find himself in those right positions. He beats his markers easily, he has the pace, and he has the tricks up his sleeves.
You know, I love it when goalkeepers start to manage their time so early, like what goalkeeper Roussel Berry is doing this afternoon. But then, should the academicians get an equalizer this afternoon, he definitely has to change the way he's reasoning out the game. There's still time, and in football, even a second can see things change. It's happened before, it can still happen, but still, Fevrier lead by 1-0. To our own watchers, please share the live, comment and tell us where you are watching from, and tell us what you feel about this encounter. Jibero. Atangche clears the area. There is Janice running through. Acrobatic clearance there from Atangana. Chindo displaced. Vinto. But there was fine recovery there from Fevazou's defense. And Young Sports continue the search. Gimbat Jr., left-footed magician, left-footed hard worker. He's that player whom, if you actually want to analyze his game, you will talk about him technically, you will talk about him physically, you will talk about him. I mean, his game maturity level is elite. Just watch, and maybe at some point in time you will become an analyst when referring to Junior Gimbat's game. Because I know his impact is going to be felt seconds into the game. Nobosi Stephanie, greetings to you. That was a push on Fang Engelbert, but I think referee Ndimoya managed that differently. That was a foul on Gimbat Jr. I think Gimbat Jr., that is the only way to actually dispossess him, by getting him fouled. Or I must say, because the way he covers the ball, the way he controls, I mean, he's a perfect guard to the ball. Hamza, Engelbert with a long pass for Dennis Cheche, who receives perfectly, displays one player, sets up. What a fine display there from Dennis Cheche. Ibrahim Hanifa, special greetings to you. Nelson Kwang, special greetings to you, my president. That was an offside call there. There's quite good appreciation there for Fang Engelbert. The man is doing a great job for Young Sports Academy. At some point you look at an action from a player and you have less to say but just have a good laugh. And that's what I did when I saw Hamadou Abdul display great footwork there and power in that shot, though it wasn't on target. Clearance of the area there by Silus Mungala. Fang Engelbert again. Abdul, greetings to you. Clearance that looked very dangerous for the goalkeeper. It was Boris Chachu, the man who has been a stronghold of Fireboys defense, Dennis Cheche. Atiga resonates with the header clearance. Nginto Chinda for Ngomeni. Abdul dispossessed. Mujibu dispossessed by Abdul, who struggles to set up Jules de Bonnet. Quick reaction from Binto. Dennis Cheche is one of those players whom when you look at, you just marvel at his play. He actually uses both his feet perfectly. When he's playing as a winger, he is just a joy to watch. When he's playing as a fullback, I mean, he's just a center of attraction. And what he's doing this afternoon doesn't differ from my words. And that's a set piece for the academicians. Chindo on duty. Cross in. Mujibu at the far end. It is a 5.5 meter kick. I think the dosage of the pass wasn't well calculated and it went well over the positioning of the players around the 18-meter area. Goalkeeper Roussel Berry is doing everything within his power to manage time, because his side is leading. Claude Kameni, the man who scored the opener, struggling to set up the second. What? My, oh my. Jules de Bonnet, denied again by fate. That was a sitter. Fine header. But then the bounce on the floor. Saw it go well over the bar. And a breath of comfort down the spines of fans and faithfuls of Young Sports Academy. Pierre Boyomo is the next man to be brought in here by coach. And he said, Kung, we are looking forward to see who is being taken off. And I think it is the man who scored the opener in Jean-Claude Kevin Kameni. Definitely he will be getting applause and congratulations from the fans of the Fireboys, because he's had a job well done. He goes off on a stretcher, and Pierre Boyomo, jersey number 41, is the man to come on. We see Pierre Boyomo telling Jules de Bonnet to come to the right flank because he wants to be the center forward as Ferb Azou run through the last minutes of this encounter. When I say last minutes, I don't mean that the game is getting to an end. We still have time. We still have time. And Silos Mungala with a throw for Young Sports Academy. Chindo with the header. Tage Frank for Silus. Silus with a long ball through. Sorting for Mujibu. Mujibu gets that one for the academicians. Hamza. Gimbat Jr. with a fine pass for Mujibu. That's a ball handled again. But the referee waves away. I think the hand was on a normal position, and that's a corner kick there for the academicians. Share the life and comment where you're watching from.
Gimbat Jr. owns the ball. The ease with which he distributes the ball, it makes football seem very easy. You think you're watching Mesut Ozil play, you know.
At some point in time, one can get romantic by saying that Gimbat Jr. is actually making love with the ball, because he actually talks to the ball, romances the ball and tells it where to go. And any defender, no matter how cautious and defensive you are, you can't stop his passes. Hamza with a header, but it gets back to where it came from. Offside call there. Mujibu still caught on offside duty. Patrick Hanzongo might be getting a chance to make his debut for the academicians because I actually see him warming up just around the lines here. Patrick Azongo is one of Yosa's recruitees in the winter window, and getting his debut this afternoon will give the fans and faithfuls of Young Sports Academy to know who their new man is. Maybe coming on and changing the fate of this encounter might be his way of introduction. That would be a perfect storyline for any writer. But then we have to wait for that moment. Clearance of the area there by goalkeeper Alvin. The ball put in play by Dennis Cheche. Jibero Fosilus Mungala who clears the area. Fang Enjebet, the trickster, struggled to put the ball in play, but the referee said there was some sort of jersey pulling. Pierre Boyomo gets his first kiss to the ball, dispossessed by Jibero Jurel. Atangche Lovet, loose pass, intercepted. Long one there by a Panda who thought goalkeeper Alvin Binto could be beaten from a far area there. Hamza with a floppy pass, saved by Atangche Lovet. You know, Atangche Lovet, when talking about him, you have to talk about his defensive experience and maturity. And we've seen him this afternoon do so on and on again. A pass there from Tage to catch up with Dennis Cheche's run. But then there was a fine interception there by Atangana. Jibero Jurel, Fang Ejebet brought to the ground. The score still read 1 for Vazoo, 0 Young Sports Academy. The search continues for the academicians.
Kind of, I don't know. Give it another time. You need some dangerous. Shut up, boys! So better go over there. Is this the moment Young Sports Academy faithful have been waiting for?
Chindo is the man. A stacked box, looking for that solo player who will define where Chindo's set piece will go to. Is he going to go straight to goal or set up his players in the box? He goes straight off target. You know, set pieces are those moments in a game where you actually see training ground perfection. And I must say, when any player takes a set piece beyond what we expect, we must say they have to go back to the drawing board. They have to go back to the training ground and work on their set pieces to perfect them. Young Sports Academy are yet to convert from a set piece this season, unless it's been a setup for a player to head in or deliver from. Dennis Cheche, I think he maneuvers the ball with the right foot, sets up the player with the left foot. What a player.
Pass again with the right foot.
I must say, you just marvel at Dennis' play And at some point,
Dennis's progression to this first 11 has been quite very fast, from the time he came in.
Yeah, Dennis are one of those players that actually tell a good story of what the Northwest Regional League is doing, because he came through the ranks of Hilltop Strikers. I think the year they went for the National Interpools and went right to the semi-finals where they were beaten by Aigle Royal de Mungo at the Limbengeme Stadium by 2-0 to qualify for the Elite 2. Dennis was definitely the best player for Ngwaremi's side, and he was courted by Young Sports Academy, and he finally joined them during the winter window, and here he is playing his second season in elite football. And we must appreciate Hilltop Strikers for bringing this player to limelight. Jules de Bonnet, Dennis Cheche. Dennis Cheche struggling to set up Fang Enjebet, but I think he read that move wrongly. Patrick Hanzongo about to get his debut for Young Sports Academy. Patrick Hanzongo, one of the players who joined Young Sports during the January transfer window, about to make his debut.
You see, the USAID defensive tier is kind of losing their focus. It's unfortunate that the defensive tier is losing focus. They've made so many mistakes.
Fang Enjebet is the man who is come off. He's tried his best. Gimbat Jr. with the power shot. Patrick Etoga with the first attempt. That's a fine way to introduce himself. He's already searching for a goal, and that is why he was brought on. Fang Enjebet. He definitely wanted to do more. He wanted to do more, and his reactions after being brought off just shows hunger and thirst. But then Patrick Hanzongo has the chance, and maybe he might be defining the moment. Junior Ngimbat struggled to get that one in position for Young Sports Academy. He was dispossessed. Dennis Cheche, he gets the ball with the right leg, controls with the left. I think he was dispossessed at that moment. Abdul Hamadou, great footwork, and he's infringed. Referee Timoya Floran hands Fevazu that set piece.
The worst thing that could happen to Yosa now was another goal. You know, these kids have put in everything they had. They've actually fought for the badge. Unfortunately, it's gradually getting to a bad day, but we still trust them. We trust their composure and their power. I know they can handle the match to the end.
Jules de Bonnet on set-piece duty. He has a 4-man wall to beat. He goes straight, safe into the arms of goalkeeper Alvin Binso. Clearance of the area there by Fev Azus Boris Chachu. That's a foul on Hamza. Long ball out. Tage with the header. Mungada helps to clear the ball away further from the danger area. Jules de Bonnet, cross in. Hamza fouled in the box by Hamadou Abdul. Jules de Bonnet, such a dangerous forward. He's been posing danger for the defense of Young Sports Academy from onset of this encounter up till this moment, and his energy level hasn't dropped. Such a fine player. Chibero, dispossessed there by Jules de Bonnet. I think if you want to appreciate the player Jules de Bonnet, then you have to be telling of how the player, despite his efforts to double the lead up front or even set up play, he still comes back to help the defense. That's a true warrior, a true fighter. The long balls are not definitely the solution to break this Fireboys' lock. The academicians need to do better. Atangche Lovett, another long ball up front. Dennis with a deflection. Clearance of the area by Chinda Ngwinto. Foul on Atangche Lovett by Pierre Boyomo. Tage Frank, Silus Mungala, long ball up front. Dennis Cheche. Dennis with the cross. Mujibu fired. Ibrahim salvaged Fevrier from that attacking threat. Such a fine cross there from Dennis Cheche.
That was almost a goal, Kosi.
Yeah.
But in football terms,
almost in here nowhere.
Young Sports Academy seeing minutes dying down to seconds, and they have to put in everything they got if they are supposed to take something home from this encounter. The long balls are not creating any chances.
Mujibu Mohamed makes a turn between two players, makes the run, sets one player off guard, makes the cross. Jibero Durel, Patrick Hanzongo, he makes the turn in the box, struggles to dribble past Ibrahim, dispossessed. This is not the moment. As I earlier said, dribbling past Silus Mungala on one-on-one action seems to be an impossible term in the boys' dictionary. Chindo, Hanzongo, Junior Gimbat, Mujibu Rahman. On attempt to get that one in control, he missed his foot, and they have to try again. The first official has the bot to indicate 4 minutes added time. 4 minutes to go. 4 minutes for Young Sports Academy to redeem themselves. 4 minutes for the Fireboys to contain their lead. 4 minutes for referee Timoya Laurent to blast the final whistle. 4 minutes for the fans and faithfuls of Young Sports Academy to hope. 4 minutes for fans and faithfuls of Fireboys to be hot-seated as they wait for the last minutes to decide this encounter. Atangche Lovett, Atangche still for Yosa. Dennis Cheche. Dennis Cheche still. He makes the shot, and there is a block there from Epanda. Chindo. Hanzongo gets one player off guard, struggles to dribble pass, and is dispossessed. Jules de Bonnet Binto. Tage for Dennis Cheche. Dennis Cheche making a run. Dennis Cheche making a run. Foul there by Pierre Boyomo. Coach Anisette Kung wants to make a substitution. I think these are delay tactics because he has to look for something to hold on to as the minutes are dying down. Chindo on set piece duty. Can this be a defining moment for the academicians, or the search will continue? A stacked 18-meter box, one man on the ball, and it is Chindo. Cross in, clearance of the area by Captain Ibrahim. Chindo, Sage, and Tangche. Tangche, area cleared there by Chachu, the man who has stood firm at the defense, Pierre Boyomo. Chindo with a throw-in, Silus Mungala, Dennis Cheche. Dennis Cheche sends a cross through. There is Jibero Durel, who struggles to put the ball in play, but the area is cleared there by Boris Chachu. You see even Coach Dikum struggling to put the ball in play for the academicians. Chindo for Tage. Tage sorts for Dennis Cheche. Dennis Cheche, he has the ball to his feet. What does he do? He sets up a cross. Jibero Durel, Gimbat Junior, Gimbat! Off target. Substitution for Fev Azu. Jibrila Manguyepe is the man to come on. Coming off is Brunel Epanda. He's definitely done the job at the midfield pack for the Fire Boys. Taking his time to come off. Jibrila Jang comes on for the Fire Boys. Time wasted. Russell with the long ball through. Hamza. Sage. Mujibu. Hamza. Clearance of the area by Ibrahim. Binto salvages that attacking threat. Plays with Dennis Cheche. Dennis for Chindo. Chindo running through. He has Atiga to beat. Atiga clears the area. Resonated there by Atangana. Silus Mungala. Alvin Binto. And referee Dimoya Florence signals full time. 1 for Vazoo, 0 Young Sports Academy. An early lead from the sport.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, from that beautiful game. Though Young Sport Academy of Bamenda were defeated there by Fof Azo, 1-0. It's all not ended right. That's the game of football. Now we are leaving football to talk about handball. Handball, whereby the organizing committee of the 13th edition of the African Games in Accra, Ghana 2024, yesterday proceeded over to the draws of the 2023-2024 African Games to be staged out there in Accra, Ghana. Now, let's go and listen to how the draws unfolded out there in Ghana.
Mali, level 3, main category will be in Group A. Group A. So Mali will be in Group A. Benin will be, of course, in Group B. Show the group also.
B.
B. Okay. Can we get it in the screen? Why? Okay. Okay. No, group 3, level 3. I can help you do this.
Okay, that's okay.
Okay, so now we start with level 2. Level 2, Nigeria. And no, wait the group. Wait the group. And Kenya.
Remove.
Yeah. Groups A. And B. Yeah. So we start now with the first team for group.
So can we have another person?
Yeah, the president
Yes.
first. Yeah.
Please. Kenya will be in group B. Kenya will be in group B, level 2. Nigeria will be, of course, in group A. Okay. Nigeria, level 2, group A. Okay. Now we go to the first level, which is Egypt. And Congo Democratic, level A. Group A. Group B. Well, can you, Mr. proceed? So now for the level 1, for the head of the groups, first team. Congo Democratic will be in level 1. Which group? B. Congo Democratic in B. So, please, Milas. So, Egypt will be in group A. We confirm?
Yes.
Egypt.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good.
Group. Group A. Okay. Thank you.
Merci.
Now we give 1 minute. Who's responsible for the team of Ghana? Technical director. Choose the group and choose the first match. Ghana will be in group B. It means Togo will be in group A. Okay. First, yeah, now the first match. Right. Yeah. First match. First match in the opening day will be Ghana with Benin. The first match in the calendar, in the match schedule, will be Ghana with Benin. Thank you. Now we go to the women. The women levels. Please show the levels. This is the level. Women, Angola, Cameroon, level 1. Congo Democratic, Algeria, level 2. Burkina Faso, Uganda, level 3. Mali and Ghana, level 4. So as we do in the main category, we start with level 3 in the women also. So we start with Burkina Faso and Uganda. Which groups will be Burkina Faso, Uganda, Group A, Group B, so now we go shows the first team in group which group? Level 3. Burkina Faso will be in group A. Burkina Faso will be in group A. So Uganda will be in group Uganda will be in group B. Thank you. Now we go to level 2, which composed of Algeria and Congo Democratic. Algeria. Group A. Group B. So we go. Mr. George, Technical Director of Ghana Federation, please. Level 2, the first team, Congo Democratic, in group B. Congo Democratic will be in group B. So, no. Team first.
Algeria.
So Algeria will be in group A. Confirm. Merci. Okay. Now we go to the level 1, which composed with the Angola, and Cameroon. Playing Group A. And Group B. So, please. The team. Team Cameroon in Group B. Cameroon Group B. So Angola, confirm Angola. Not Angola in Group A. Group A, Angola Group A. Thank you. So now Ghana. Again, Ghana have to choose the group. Maximum 1 minute.
Okay.
B. Ghana will play in Group A. Ghana in Group A. So, Ghana in Group A with Angola, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Ghana. So, Mali will be in Group B. Mali will be in Group B. So now the composition of the groups. Can you give me the groups for men category? Men. Okay, we start with women. Group A, Angola, Algeria. Yes? No. I repeat the teams. I repeat the teams to give him the time to think. So, Angola, Algeria, Burkina, Ghana. So Ghana will play the opening match in women category with Burkina Faso. So the first match in women category will be opening match Ghana, Burkina. This is the women groups. The first group, Group A, Angola, Algeria, Burkina Faso, Ghana. Group B, Cameroon, Congo, Uganda, Mali. For men category, Group A, Egypt, Nigeria, Mali, Togo. Group B, Congo, Kenya, Benin, Ghana. And Ghana chose the first match for men category and women category. So the system, as I said, the system of the competition, the group matches, each team plays 3 matches for men and women, and then we go direct to semi-final, first A, second B, first A. And the third, the team ranking third in each group will play with the other team in group for the ranking places 5 and 6, and the teams ranking 4 will play direct to 7 and 8 places. So the match schedule is ready, but we put the name of the teams and we'll send it maximum Monday, inshallah. So best of wishes for all the teams to have a good tournament and to raise the sport behavior for all the teams to be a good representative for handball in Africa. So best wishes to all the teams, and the best will be a winner, and the others will to continue, not to stop. This is not the end. All the teams have to continue preparation for different competition for the image of African continental all over the world. Thank you very much for your attendance and for everybody here. Thank you for the Ghana Handball Federation and for the organizing committee to facilitate everything for the handball competition to be in a good condition. Thank you very much.
Beautiful music there from Nadia one day entitled Mama. And of course, from handball, we are still talking about handball again. This time around, we're going over to Bamenda, where I'm being joined by Agnes. Good evening, Agnes.
Hello,
Agnes. Agnes?
Yes.
Good evening and welcome to joining us on Radio Audace.
Thank you very much.
All right, we want to find out from you about the Audace, the Bamenda handball tournament. Tell us, how has the tournament been? It started all yesterday. Tell us, it's wrapping up this evening out there in Bamenda.
The tournament has been wonderful. The teams have been putting all their efforts, and it is not easy. It is not easy, but at the end of the day, there must be a winner.
There must be a winner. Tell us, how has the competition been? It has been the competition of the Audace. To get to understand the Audace, I understand perfectly well that there were over 9 teams, 9 clubs that are present this year's tournament. Tell us, how has it been in terms of organization, in terms of the play style of the different clubs that are present?
Okay. So in terms of the presence of the team, they all participated, and it has been going well. Like today, it started since 7 a.m. and so far they have been eliminating the team right up to the quarterfinals, semifinals, and now we are at the finals. So far, no fights, no trouble. The referees are doing their best. Everything is in place, I would say.
And of course, I get to understand that we had close to both male and female category. We had 8 teams 4 from either side. That ranks are present. What will be this is the 4th edition. What was the innovation this time around, being the 4th edition of the Bamenda handball tournament? What was the innovation this time around?
Please, I didn't get that.
I'm asking about, this is the 4th edition, wrapping up today. What was the innovation we had this year as compared to the 3 other editions?
Okay. Compared to the other editions, the teams this year are more lively, and they want to do everything to make sure that they emerge the winners. Unlike the other years, though they used to put that same energy, but this time around you see them bringing even fan clubs, you see them buying drinks, they're motivating, their drums, really showing that they are doing everything to make sure that the field is lively and everybody is enjoying the match.
May I know as well projection for next year, the 5th edition? The 4th edition is already ending up. Next year, the 5th edition. What projection? What are the projections? What are the prospects for next year's edition, if I may ask?
Our prospects for the 4th edition.
For the 5th edition.
Okay, our prospects for the 5th edition is to improve on the structure of the event. We want to have more teams. We love to change the settings. The fields we are using, we want to change it. We want a scenario where there are canopies, where everybody will be sitting in sheds in order, and teams should have dressing rooms. They should have refreshments. So those are the things we are working on to make the teams participating more comfortable. Yes.
All right, Agnes, thank you very much for being there for us today. Wish you all the best out there in Bamenda.
All right, thank you very much, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Agnes talking about the baddest, the Bamenda handball tournament, which of course was titled as Battle of the Baddest, and it started yesterday. It's ending up today. We had 9 teams that took part in both the female and male categories as far as the handball tournament is concerned. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's just here that we are calling it a day on today's edition of your program, Audace for Magazine. Hopefully we shall be back again tomorrow for Club Audace. Frank Muna assisted me technically. I am Henry Wana at the anchor in Douala, saying thanks for being there for us. Let's meet again tomorrow at exactly 2:30 p.m. on your program, Club Audace. Until then, stay tuned to our programs on Radio Audace. God bless Cameroon. Goodbye.